3, 2, 1. No, I'm playing. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Tapcast. Today we got a special guest. We got for the second time we got Drew Phoenix in the house.
Yo. Yeah.
And as you guys,
my crowd, you know what I'm saying?
And as you guys noticed, we got our two hosts back. We got Rennie and Roman back, man.
Ooh.
So guys, Roman here, you know, he had a little accident, but he's back in, man. Hopefully you feel better, bro, and everything's good. And my dog Rennie, bro. My dog Rennie pops, bro.
Hey, congrats.
Boy, big papa, bud.
You had another accident.
Yeah, it was an accident.
That one takes longer to heal.
Hey, bro, Logan's gonna hear this, bro. Stop playing.
Bro, if you think it's just 18 years, you're wrong, buddy.
Pop, it's 27 years at least.
Bro, the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah, it's a life thing.
How is it, bro?
It's a life thing.
It's been great, man. It's been, you know, I saw you guys recorded last week, the day that I was in the hospital. So, you know, we were just waiting. You know, we were just waiting, and then finally happened, man. So it's been a great feeling so far. Very happy.
Everything's cool with the girl, bro. Everything's fine.
Everybody's healthy, and you know we're back working, and we're back here at the Tapcast. So
that's what's up, bro. Hey, Drew, what's going on, dude? You're back in, dog.
What up? What up? Thanks for having me back, bro.
Yeah, man. And there's a big difference with you too, bro.
Yeah, what's that?
Professor, bro.
Black belt.
Black belt.
And instructor too.
And then boy got a gym, son. Why don't you talk about that for a little bit?
Man, it was crazy because like I got my black belt Wednesday, and then our school closed down, and then we started up my school on Monday. So it was like, you know,
Boy didn't wait.
Nah,
straight to work.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like just like this, bro. And I was like, holy shit. Like, you know what I mean? I got students now and people looking to learn from me. But it's cool. Like I'm starting to settle in.
you gotta wear that persona.
Yeah.
Of professor.
Professor.
Man, he ain't changing nothing.
No, I think
I'm still talking shit.
But that's awesome, man. Congrats, bro. That's really cool, dude.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell everybody where it's at, bro, for people who are...
Oh, it's in Fort Lauderdale. It's off of 95 and Commercial. So if you're ever up here.
What's the name of the program?
I want to get the name. I just want to guess.
A&M BJJ, bro. So follow us at A&M BJJ.
Now, we'll definitely tag you, Ron. We'll talk about it a little bit on the clips,
sure.
man. That's what's up, bro. That's awesome, man. Obviously, like, you know, you're a new black belt and stuff like that, and you're kind of doing what Josh and Rennie did. Obviously, Josh and Rennie started as brown belts, but you know what I'm saying? It's awesome that you're starting a program fresh as a black belt, you know, and you're going to have that time to commit to your program. Purple, damn, my bad, bro.
Y'all started at Purple?
I started the program at Purple.
Wait, what does the A&M stand for?
Animals and Monsters.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we partnered with my strength coach.
Animals and Monsters.
Yeah. We partnered with my strength coach, and he had Animals and Monsters strength and conditioning, and then we had the jiu-jitsu.
Oh, shit,
And
that's
eventually, we're going to build it up so we open up like a big facility, and you have jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning.
That's the best thing you could do, bro.
Hell yeah. So that's the, you know, future goals. And right now, me and my cousin, we're running the jiu-jitsu program.
Is it Devin?
Devin.
He got his purple belt, right?
Yeah, he got his purple belt.
Nice, man.
Bro, because he...
Under you?
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah. Man, Devin, because me and Devin, we had a rivalry since we were kids, bro. Because my uncle married his aunt, and I met Devin when I was 10. And like the first day I met Devin, he like slammed my head in the side of a pool, and it was like, bro, it was like a rivalry from then, and we just kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu before him, and then one day we were wrestling, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna catch you in the triangle, and I caught him, boom, and then it was like, oh, now I'm the big dog. And then he started training jiu-jitsu, and now, you know, we go at it.
That's what's up. Yo, Josh, Ren, you guys got some, like, pointers to give homies since, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys started out as a young belt, and, you know, you guys are still fresh black belts to me, bro. You know, getting into your first degree soon and stuff like that.
Now you got to back up, you know, what you're teaching. Now, like, I feel like when you have a school, now you're responsible for not just your own jiu-jitsu, but everybody's jiu-jitsu. So I think that, at least for me, that kind of motivates me to just get better. So in that way you could, you know, become a better instructor. So, but I think it's an awesome feeling. You know, it's great to see people pulling off moves that, you know, you've been showing them and you've been trying to mold them, and it's cool when people are like excited to learn. I think it's very rewarding. What do you think, Josh?
Well, you mean like as far as being a new black belt, or is for?
No, as an instructor, bro. You're opening a school.
Being a
man.
professor, opening up your school.
Even at purple, but you're a professor in the sense.
Yeah, you know, at first there's a little bit of a learning curve when you start teaching your own program, because you're kind of trying to find your style, and you want to find out what you want to show, like what you really want to show, not just jiu-jitsu, right? Because you're not just showing jiu-jitsu, you're kind of like you're kind of like also giving part of your energy to the people. So you're kind of like figuring out like what it is that you really want to instill to your students. Like, I don't just want to show an armbar, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole like way of life with jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? So that's where like your first, I think I say it would take like a year or two, you know, for you to really find yourself as an instructor, as a professor, and like what you're, and I'm not saying that you figure it out, but I mean, like, it kind of starts to mold and figure out the direction where you want to go to, because we're still trying to figure. I think we're still learning, we're still evolving the culture of the school. We're still figuring out better ways to teach, better ways to prepare our competitors and ourselves. And then you also have to play that juggling act of, like, if you still want to be a competitor, you have to devote some time for yourself, and then you have to figure out how to devote time to your students still, so that your students are also getting that training and you're still at the right level.
Which is why I drive an hour to Technica BJJ.
That's part of it.
I drive an hour to technical
Hey,
BJJ.
cross training helps a lot too, man. So
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for welcoming me here, bro. Because, you know, I come here, it's good training, but also the environment, because that's what I care the most about is the environment. Because, you know, at my school, I make sure it's like we have good people, you know, and I just want to develop a culture where it's like we come here, the camaraderie's good, and then the jiu-jitsu's great too. But the camaraderie is what I found is the most important part to me, because it's like in the Marine Corps, right? We spend a lot of time, we call it hurry up and wait, right? We spend a lot of times fucking waiting to do shit. So it's like the camaraderie was what was important. So it's like I missed that when I got out, and I found it in jiu-jitsu. So
I remember when I first started jiu-jitsu, one of the things that really stood out to me, Pablo, everyone is always found in a good mood and welcoming. You get it? I remember when I first came to Technica, there wasn't no one that was like, oh, I don't really want to talk to a guy. Like, every single person was like, hi, how are you? Welcome to Technica. It wasn't like, oh, some people, like, every single person wants to train with you, wants you to be there. So that kind of environment for me is like, I absolutely loved it.
Combat sports are funny in the way that they're individual sports, but they build a lot of camaraderie. It's a weird bond that you form with your teammates. People you're in here beating the crap out of each other every day.
Yeah. I actually, for the most part, don't really like people unless I roll with them. No, I'm saying, like, when I first meet somebody, like at the gym,
I don't like you.
I usually don't like them.
Josh brings a spare gi.
corner, like
Josh brings a spare gi to the gym.
Yeah,
He
just
sees
for
the guy.
that.
Hey, put this on.
Yo, nice to meet you. Put this shit on so I can like you, bro.
I mean, training partners, like, I usually at first, for me to really warm up to somebody, we have to go through some wars together.
So you can't be friends with someone unless you roll with them?
No, I specifically
You just won't like
said
'em.
inside the gym. I'm talking about people who come inside the gym. Like, I don't warm up to them until we, and like, I don't know. I kind of need them to rough me up a little bit.
I feel you on that, on the war part. Like, when you put in some real hard rolls with those people, like, that's probably the best thing.
Let me just secretly hated me and just didn't.
Let
say
me just
anything.
rephrase it. Let me just rephrase it, right? There's levels of like respect that you give to people, right? And like, there's a certain level of respect that you get from me after we've been through a few rolls. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, I respect everybody, but some people have different levels of my respect, where I, like, okay, like, and once we've rolled, you know what I mean? Like, we share something. And it doesn't matter if it's a white belt or a blue belt. It doesn't have to be a high level. I'm just saying, like, once we've shared sweat and blood, like.
And we're laughing and joking, but I think everybody on this couch understands that feeling, and it's a hard feeling to understand from the outside if you've never done something like that.
I think we've all done it with each other on this couch, to be honest. Bro. Hey, listen, it's weird, bro. All right, man. Nah, but straight up, I've
at the same time
be talking shit the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, man, I've rolled hard with everybody in this pouch, bro. I mean, I've had great rolls with everybody here, man, And it does develop a certain level of, like, friendship outside of the mat, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, that shit was dope. Hey, bro, work on this. Hey, man, good job here, Some days you lose, some days you win, but, like, it's like you're here every single day doing the same shit, You're going hard. You're trying to beat each other. And, I mean, everybody here's competed, wants to compete, whatever it is, Yeah. It does develop a certain level of, like, a different kind of bond, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be friends outside of the gym like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when you walk into this room, it's like, yo, homies about it, and like, I fuck with that, and that alone means everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can respect somebody a lot more when they come into the room and they're trying to put it all on the mat, and get out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a dope. You know,
It's like
it's
that
dope, dude.
expression, like real recognize real.
Straight
like,
the
it's
fuck
like
up.
A one warrior recognize another warrior.
It's just
So it's like that type of respect.
it's just
on
very
that, on that
sincere.
level. Yeah, it's just like on that level when you know somebody who's not just
That's
like,
soft, bro.
not. It's not about being soft. You know somebody who is willing to go through the struggle that is wrestling or grappling. It's a fucking struggle. It's not an easy sport. It fucking sucks.
And being able to come back and deal with it again.
It sucks, man. When somebody's is giving up, they're pretty much giving a part of themselves to you every time you roll. They're giving that energy, that strength, and that's you have to appreciate that.
Yeah, you're literally
Respect.
sacrificing your body, your bodies. You know,
The
what I
time,
mean?
it's like a time clock that's ticking down every time you roll. You only have so much time.
Yeah,
You only have so many rolls.
yeah,
I appreciate every one of my rolls with all of my partners, every
Sure.
single one.
for sure. Me too.
Yeah,
Definitely.
especially in the gi.
Hey, honestly, I've developed a big passion for the gi here at Tech, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I used to like no gi more than anything, and like some guys make fun of me in the gym because they're like, "Oh, this guy became a gi guy." I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, first of all. I like everything. I love no gi and gi, but hey, straight up, bro, the gi, like for me, I found a new love for it, bro.
Bro, you surprised me today with that sweep.
We
was
never rolled in the
not-
gi. We
no.
never rolled in the gi. Yeah,
Bro,
that's
you,
crazy.
you went inverted. I'm like, man, what's he gonna do besides piss me
Hey,
off?
dog.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm going
That
over.
boy, that's Tech train, cuz.
No, I remember when I first started jiu-jitsu, I thought I would like no-gi more because since I came from that wrestling
me too,
background,
yeah.
all of us from me and Matias, so I thought, oh, no-gi will feel so much better. But then when I got that gi on and I started getting used to all the extra like holes, the lassos, I'm like, I like this.
I think the gi is just an elegant like sport,
Yeah.
like not no gi is fun too, but there's a lot more athleticism, a lot more things that you can get away with. In the gi, the grips and
No room.
slowing down the game.
Speaking of
yeah,
which-
it's elegant.
No gi pants.
Gi pants.
Yeah, we just competed in gi pants, and we both stunk up the joint.
That means because y'all are the shit.
It wasn't
You
our
know what I'm
best
saying?
performance, but it was a great
I
show,
want you to
man.
insert when I say that shit. Wah, wah, wah.
I got you.
A big pair of pants. Gi
No,
pants.
hey, listen, it takes a lot more. All right, so just how we just said, real recognizes real. Coming in here to train and put it all on the mats, it takes even more respect and being real to step on a mat against somebody you have no idea who the fuck they are, and they're trying to kill you and you're trying to kill them. So for me, bro, I know what you're saying, that you guys were disappointed because I spoke to you guys and you guys obviously want to perform better and win gold no matter what and represent the gym and everything. But for me, bro, you stepping on a mat and fighting, especially at those high level tournaments, bro, means everything because you're practicing what you preach at that point. You know what I'm saying? You guys are telling us, yo, guys, go out there, go fight, do this, and you're doing it. Compared to some gyms that are like, yeah, go out there, compete, do this, and they don't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a big difference, bro. And for me, I'm going to give you guys mad respect for that. Don't
For
take
sure.
those losses. Besides, that's a lesson, and that's it. And we're back at it, bro. Competition season's up. It was a long layoff, bro.
Getting ready for no gi pants.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And there's plenty of other tournaments.
Plenty
in
of tournaments
between.
August
coming
coming up.
Yeah, we got little smaller
Arte Suave is
Arte
coming
Suave.
down.
Let's
get it, cuz.
what's
Shout
up?
out to
No
those
Geese
guys,
fans.
Arte Suave, Naga. There's
Yeah,
is the
Naga.
grappling industries coming down
New
too?
breed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to Grappling Industries
Denver.
in Denver with
John.
with Vic and John.
Yeah.
And like none of them are coming back.
Yeah, they're staying in
We're
Denver.
gonna be
They're staying in Colorado.
No, they're getting arrested in Denver.
nah, fuck you.
No, it's legal over there. It's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I
bro.
didn't say it was gonna be a weed related.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Get that
Gonna
out
Why
of
you
here.
telling him about his personal
indecent
stuff, man?
exposure or something.
I know me and Vic are Marines. We gonna get fucked up and be like, yeah.
Well, I'm actually really hyped that the guys are traveling outside of the state to compete and show that effort. That's cool, man. Some of our guys and Drew obviously going with
Yeah.
them. That's dope, man. Nah, competition season, bro. We need it, bro. After this long layoff from the corona and stuff, dude. It's been wild,
Yeah.
dude.
It's been too long, man.
It's fun though. It's. I'm glad that they're slowly coming back. Pans was a little different this year with like the whole limited spectators.
They cut me
Yeah, they
off
had-
early, bro.
But it was kind of cool. Yeah, they cut registration very
Dude,
early.
super early, dude.
I think they were just trying to be extra careful. So
Yeah.
they typically have I think like 5,000-6,000 competitors. I don't think they had 3,000 this time. I
Bro,
think
my
they-
bracket had like 4 people, and that's normally a huge bracket.
Yeah.
Did you
so-
compete?
No, I didn't get to go.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
a lot
me
of
and John
people-
tried to sign up the same day, and it didn't work out. They cut us off.
Yeah, it went from like 70, 80, and then one day it was like 100% capacity.
Yeah, dude.
But it was cool how they used flow to display all the
Yeah,
matches.
all the matches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
white
you
to
could-
black.
'Cause still to this day, you could go on flow and check the bracket, and you could
Yeah.
watch like the whole bracket.
I like
So
that. cool.
It was definitely a really cool, experience, and it was kind of cool that it was out here in Florida too. It's typically in Cali, and now we're getting those tournaments back in the East Coast.
Yeah. That's what's next for you is Grappling Industries?
Yeah. Gi, no gi.
How do you feel? When was the last time you competed?
When I started learning leg locks, I did like a new breed. I just went no gi advanced, leg locked a bunch of folks. So I think April?
Yeah.
No, January.
Yeah, because March is when
Everything
shut
went down. Yeah, so January.
So it's been a
But-
few months. How are you feeling?
Bro, I feel good. I just need to get some cardio because I've been lifting a lot of weights, and now it's like I'm good for the first roll, and then I'm like, I'm sure y'all seen it. Like, bro, I'm getting tired as fuck.
That's me with cardio, sir.
Are you training a lot of jiu-jitsu?
Yeah,
I mean, besides coming over here, you training?
I'm teaching a lot of jujitsu.
Yeah, you got to roll with your students though.
Oh yeah, no, I do.
You got to.
I do roll with my students. I'm just not drilling as much as I want to.
Yeah, a little conditioning
Drilling-
goes a long way too, though.
Drilling usually is what takes the back seat for the instructor. So what you got to try to do is when you have little times in between while your students are drilling, you drill too.
Yeah,
But it's hard to come by.
but I have a
Free
lot of
time.
beginners, so like I'm always like on top of them, like making sure that
Yeah,
they
of
got
course. You have to
know.
do that. But when you get a chance, you jump in and you get your drills in. You got to be efficient with your time now.
it, for sure.
Much
Yeah.
more
I
efficient.
But
think-
something that's cool is because we're renting space at an MMA place, and they didn't have a jiu-jitsu program, so we could only train on Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So that frees me up for Tuesday, Wednesday to come down here. That's why I get my training and then I go back.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool,
I mean, obviously, once your gym grows more, you're gonna get your own other instructors, and when they're teaching, that's
sure.
when you could play a bigger focus on your drilling.
Yeah.
That, or you're
Obviously-
gonna start building guys too. You're gonna start getting blue belts, purple belts that are gonna push you
Devin.
more, and then you get a little bit more training too.
Yeah, for sure. I got Devin and Desi. Desi is a blue belt that I'm gonna have to give him his purple soon, bro. I need to bring him down here though, test him. But he's really
Who's
good.
Desi?
Y'all
one that
haven't
you're
met
always with,
Desi.
the kid you're always with? Oh no, I think that's one of your other cousins. I think.
No, Desi's a white boy I train with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Devin is
Definitely
my
not.
No, not
Diversity.
Devin. Not Devin. Not Devin.
You're thinking about the guy that was with him at Substars, right? Cornering him.
He's
or-
he's younger than you. He's like a young kid.
Oh, that's my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah. He my brother moved to Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, but Desi's a blue belt. He's really good at butterfly guard. It's really tough, and like he just has a good awareness of jiu-jitsu, and he's always talking shit too. So
You guys have a good mixed schedule of gi and no gi?
Yeah, I just do gi no gi.
Okay.
But I try to teach things that like go together. Like the first month we focused on sweep to armbar because I wanted everybody to get super efficient at that S-mounted armbar because that's something I never did coming up. Like I never focused on one thing for a little while. It was always like, all right, today we're gonna pass the guard, and today we're gonna do sweeps, and then we're gonna do takedowns, and it was always all over the place. So it's like I mix up the classes, but it's still just like first month sweep to armbar.
No,
And
yeah.
then this month is like just the straight foot lock.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go into passing because, from passing, you could drop down for the foot lock or you could get into
Yeah.
mount and do the straight.
Yeah,
you
it's
do
good to
the
have like that
S-mount armbar.
repetition.
Yeah, Josh.
That's what really instills it into their head.
For sure. So I got like white belts that are like efficient at the S-mount armbar. So it's like, all right, great. When I see them hitting it in rolls, that's thing that you were talking about where it's like, oh, man, like, yes.
It's rewarding for
great
sure.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh and Rennie do a good job of keeping it pretty similar throughout the week for gi and no gi, and then keeping it
You
flowing.
definitely
throughout the
need to
month.
follow a curriculum. Your students need to feel that what they're being taught not only is relevant to the game, but also relevant to that. Like there's a flow to it.
Yeah.
You can't be jumping around and showing different techniques throughout the week. So
Yeah, it gets confusing.
Yeah, that was
And
my
I
problem,
know.
man.
And I think as an instructor, I think it's like that's our job to figure out the shortcuts that helped you improve faster, and then give it to your students. So maybe
Yeah.
something took you 5 years to figure out, but now hey, you figured out a way to do it a little bit faster, and you give that to your guys so that way they can improve faster as well too.
Yeah, starting up, I had that problem a lot where it would jump around a lot of different techniques, and it wasn't like a set thing. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna commit to something else, And that's how I got into legs a
Yeah.
little bit by myself and stuff like that.
Bro, who taught you that straight foot lock?
Believe it or not, bro, I developed my straight foot lock here, dude.
I believe you.
No, here, everything I've developed now that I'm like pretty efficient, I want to say it's been more solidified here. Like when I came into tech, it was a lot of mixed things, like a lot of like, I mean, I liked leg locks a lot. I did a lot of no-gi and stuff, but like it wasn't so like detailed. I feel like now I'm like, I'm getting better at like finding good positions and getting to them and like just more focused on what I want. Like before I came in, it was more like I just want to tap somebody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now it's like I want to get this position really bad. I want to sweep really bad. I really like want to get these things. That's all I want to say. I 100% give credit to my jiu-jitsu, to like this gym specifically, because like of that, like I just care more about what I do. Before it was just like, I want to tap anybody.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I learned leg locks in here too, so thanks,
Talking
Melo.
about
But
legs,
listen,
I
man.
saw that. Talking about legs, I saw that IBJJF starting next year. Is it that they're gonna start allowing heel hooks?
I think
And repeat?
it's rumored. I don't
It's a
think it's
rumor.
official yet.
No, they
announced it.
They announced it.
Yeah. On Flow Grappling.
Yeah.
Oh, did
How,
they?
how much?
Oh, okay.
How much do you think that's gonna affect like the tournaments now? Do you
Not a
think that's
lot.
gonna bring in a
I
lot of
don't-
people or change people, or is
Did you guys see that post by John Danaher?
I agree with everything he said.
Yeah, that was a really
You
well
actually
What
read
did
the
he say?
post?
what did he say?
Yeah, motherfuckers already read the post.
Was it like
Yeah.
the 5
like the
paragraphs?
whole thing?
Yes.
How long? How much time did you have?
I know, right?
Hey,
it
can,
wasn't
can
that
you give
high
us
were
the,
you?
Was it on your lunch break?
Yeah.
Nah, real shit. I agree
Can you
with
give
you.
us the notes?
It really was.
Okay, I'm gonna read
Give
this.
us a 30-second
I read that shit in my car.
Yeah, give me a summary.
Hey, Matthias,
bro. I
can you
read a
give us the
couple
clip notes?
sentences and a couple. All
No,
right,
he
get
was
the gist and
basically
move on.
saying that he's happy that, and it's gonna help in like the evolution of jiu-jitsu. That he thinks that what the IBJJF did was wise in limiting, allowing the heel hooks and stuff to the brown and black belt divisions, because, and he also thinks it's wise that they only allowed it in no gi, as that it would be a lot easier to get a heel hook in the gi because of like the added friction from the pants and stuff, and that it would just become a battle of like who gets the legs first. And
That's
and yeah.
prison rules.
I
That's
disagree with that though. I mean, not to cut you off, but like Fight to Win does. There's been a few tournaments that allow
Some stars did it.
heel hooks in the gi, and like it wasn't the end of the world. Like people
Yeah,
were
but you
still
don't
winning.
have
and
how many?
It's not a big
Hold on
sample
a
size. But hold on,
How
hold on.
many-
Let
It
me,
was
let me,
a lot
let me
less
finish what he
fights,
said.
yeah.
He also said that he doesn't think there'll be a big change in the rankings or the divisions because
Hey, we're getting better at managing the conversation.
We're doing so
Okay.
good, guys. Good
no,
shit,
no,
dog.
we're doing better.
We all know why.
He says that champions are always going to do what champions do, and they're going to
gonna
adjust
evolve.
and get better, and you're not going to see a big change in the rankings.
that I agree with too, because guys
But-
are gonna figure out the game. They're gonna figure out like shortcuts to that game as well.
But you're also gonna start seeing,
Upsets.
real quick, just touching on like the whole Fight to Win. I agree. That's true that Fight to Win does allow heel hooks and reaping stuff like that in the gi. But how many of the highest level leg lockers in the world would choose to do gi versus no gi? Like they're not
Oh,
gonna
for
do
sure, it's
fight to
gonna be
win. They're not
no-gi,
gonna be
yeah.
doing Fight to Win in the gi. They'll be like, yeah, I'll take the fight in no gi, right? So we haven't seen any high level leg lockers even try a heel hook in the gi. There's no gore and no
Yeah, because they give them the option to just
because
fight
they do
no
no-gi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so we've never even seen that.
But do you
no-
think guys like-
all the Fight to Wins that we've seen where people have doing the gi, those are gi guys that are doing IBJJF gi style shit. They're not trying to do leg locks, So
and they just like dive on heel hooks and they.
no, they don't even
But do you
go
think
for them.
The ones
Guys-
that do though. Some.
Yeah,
some.
when they do, they're sloppy. Yeah, they're nasty.
You think guys like, for example, like Gordon or for example Craig are gonna start competing in IBJJF?
Yeah, so now you
Oh,
so,
no-gi.
so now it'll be
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and
Gordon already won.
Gordon already did it without the heel hooks.
Damn.
And
Yeah.
won.
But
it.
it'll be interesting to see guys like Latch and Giles or whatever, and maybe even Craig Jones decides to do IBJJF now again. Guys that are
Gary Tonin, too, it'd be
that are
a fun one
really
to watch.
high
He's-
level.
he's does gi too, though.
Wagner? Did
Does
Wagner
gi too.
compete in IBJJF?
Yeah,
He hasn't done
last
gi
time?
lately.
Wagner is,
No, not
is
lately at
anti
all.
is anti.
But he used to do it. He used to do a lot of gi, believe it or not. In his Fight to Wins, he's fought AJ
he fought,
gi.
he fought me out.
Maybe, but he fought AJ in the gi for sure. I know Gary.
Gary Tonis fought
He's fought in the gi,
Meow.
bro. He's
Thrown in
pretty
the
well
Meows.
rounded, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, you can't play with Gary's gi game either. Like homie, fucking scraps
Yeah.
it too. I think Dan Hare said the best thing though, and it's true, bro. People can't underestimate the high level IBJJF no gi competitors as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are real deal champions, and so IBJJF, as much as like the reaping and heel hooks, like everybody's memes and shit, like, oh, watch out for the. Dude, these guys are like high level guys.
These guys
who
are
knows how
killers,
to win,
man.
bro.
They know how to learn technique, and all
And
they
win.
have to do is pick it up.
And they know how to play the game, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you know how many guys are good at stalling game? And,
I
you know?
honestly think if you go into most jiu-jitsu gyms now, at least the high-level guys, I bet you if you go into Autos, if you go into Art of Jiu-Jitsu or whatever, I bet you when they train no-gi, they're training heel hooks. And I
think so?
bet you they've been training heel hooks
Yeah.
for the last
Just not as
2
detailed
years.
as like Danaher.
No, I bet you now. I bet you if you go into some and they've got little pockets of crews of guys that are super
Bro,
detailed
you-
into leg locks, just like any other school.
You don't think people who love jiu-jitsu are gonna get curious?
Of course.
You think there's gonna be
You
a whole
start seeing-
side
you
of
start seeing
of,
everybody getting
like
tapped.
pop culture jiu-jitsu is like, oh, I'm not gonna touch that. No.
Yeah,
you-
I think everybody's game is gonna get more well-rounded now, and then something else.
You
is
have to
gonna
get
pop
well-rounded
up.
if you want to win.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
have to be well-rounded.
It's jiu-jitsu is an arms race,
Yeah.
and it's also very very trendy. So they'll find somebody who'll specialize in something that is successful and high percentage, just because everybody else is paying attention to this. Everybody's looking this in this way, and somebody comes with some shit from this side.
Yeah.
And then everybody finally
find a
turns
way to
around.
shut the game
everybody
down.
fucking turns around and faces this way. Now somebody comes with some old shit from this side. So that's all it
Yeah.
is. It's just like cyclical, you know.
Yeah,
like
closed guard's
you
coming
see
back,
closed
bro.
guard now is fucking.
It's
dude,
cool,
if,
though.
If you get me in closed guard right now, I'm more worried than if you get me in any other guard.
I'm a wrist lock you.
Try me.
It's cool though, because I feel like if you stop to analyze, we're currently witnessing
shit.
the advancement of the sport.
It is, bro. We're still in the sport's still young as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't understand this shit. When did it start blowing up? 97, bro? 96? Like it really blow up?
90, yeah, like in the mid 90s with the
yeah.
UFC.
Well, what do you consider
Yeah.
blowing up? I'd say it's blowing up right now. People
No,
are
no.
making a living.
Since
People are making
EBI.
hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off jiu-jitsu.
When EBI started is when it blew the fuck up for real, for real.
Gordon.
You know what I'm saying?
One person.
one person, I bet you any of these high level competitors.
That can
First
make
of
some
all,
bread.
the big time guys with gigantic schools are raking
Different
in a lot of
being
money.
Gym owners is different.
Gym
Yeah, it
owners
is.
making money,
Just off
people selling
competition.
instructionals. You get a point is like there is money being moved around in that industry. You know, making money off tournaments. 20 years ago, none of that was happening. No
Seminars
one's
too,
making
guys.
money off instructionals. No
Some-
one's making
Seminars
money off
too.
tournaments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think any of these high level guys they do a fat ass tour? They'll rake in some money.
And then, but like I was saying, these guys are like, man, they're fucking. The sport is so young still, but like, yeah, I would say since EBI 1 is when it started blowing up because you saw the sub only scene and like the leg locks really came into play where you started seeing it just like blow up and stuff like that. Leg locks have been around, you know what I'm saying, since like Coco, Ryan Hall, all these guys have been around with footlocks, but like now, ever since like the Danaher Death Squad thing happened with Cummings, Gordon is when I think it's like hit a next level. It's still not at the next level, but it's getting there. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll kind of like stick to like where wrestling's at. Like it'll stop at a certain point. I think, to be honest with you, I don't see it blowing up past like UFC level. Nothing crazy.
Yo, Josh says he wants to fight Gordon the Gi, bro.
I never said that.
Nah, I heard you
But
say
I
put
never
that-
said Gordon.
Put that shit on though.
I never said Gordon. But if he walks in that room if he walks in that door right
I'll
now,
toss him a
I mean, we have to roll with them.
fucking roll with his ass.
Oh,
You gotta
hold on,
mention
hold on,
him
hold
here.
on.
He has to be aware.
Speaking of people coming in here, no,
He
I
has
have a
to
grievance.
know of the call out.
I have a grievance. I thought we were boys. You know what I mean?
Talk your truth.
But I seen a visitor that was here last week. A visitor, like a Danielle Kelly visitor. I want to
yeah.
know how come I wasn't informed. You know what I mean? How come I
that was
wasn't
like 2 weeks
invited?
ago, huh? Or no, like that
Yeah,
was
2 weeks ago, more or less.
What's up, bro? Why you got to keep that like?
Bro, you should have checked IG, son. That
Bro,
shit
I
was up.
checked IG when she was already gone. Like, I just wanted to be a
wasn't-
good training partner.
Check out G
No.
before.
That wasn't our doing. That was one of our students who happened to be friends with her,
Yeah.
and
I'm just
Remain anonymous.
yeah,
We don't expect
and
it.
she needed somewhere to train, and they talked, and he told her to come by, and she would train with us for a few days. So
That's dope.
that's it. She just came by, trained with us for a few days.
shout
but
out Daniel Kelly. Thanks for coming out and beating up our girls.
And some
That
guys.
was nice to have her around.
You
to
got
train
your
with
ass
some
whipped,
of our
didn't
girls
you,
as
Jay?
well.
I ain't roll with her, actually, bro.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
she was probably too small for Jamie. But
Yeah.
like you can see part of their game and like she was real strong with the footlocks. Like even though she's 115 pound
Oh, dude.
girl, but her
Stud.
technique was still on point, and it was definitely beneficial for the team and stuff. So
Yeah. You know who's got a nasty footlock game in the gi that I saw at Pans, and I was watching all his matches, and I'm gonna keep watching his matches. Is it Andrew, Felipe Andrew? Or
Felipe Andrew?
bro,
Straight foot lock.
Yeah.
What, bro? In the gi, this
If you
man
have a good straight foot lock-
murked Roberto Jimenez in that shit. You saw that jumping?
Oh yeah, he caught him. Yeah,
Bro, it was nasty.
I watched
dude.
actually caught that match live. That was
Dude, what a crazy match, bro! And then on top of that, bro, this guy, if he gets a straight footlock, it doesn't matter. You're gone, dude. It's kind of wild to see it in the gi too, because a lot of guys are pretty good at defending it in the gi at a higher level, bro. But this motherfucker snatches that shit.
That's the guy you're fanboying on right now.
Hell yeah, bro.
Why you gotta disrespect Jamie like that?
Hey, he's not disrespecting me at all.
Because I'm about to tell him my guy.
Time out.
I knew that was coming next.
Time out. Shout out Felipe Andrew. Shout out Victor Hugo. I fuck with both those dudes. That's why I've been watching and studying like a motherfucker. And Mateus Deniz, I've been watching his guard passing too. But
And right now, I've been using my pirated Flow grappling account that I
It's
use
not
from
pirated,
somebody
it's
else.
your friends.
No, it's my friends, right? So I don't pay for it, Flow grappling. I'm using somebody else's fucking account. And I'm
Come find
Oh
us.
yeah, Josh, don't fuck
Hey, you know what's
Put a
funny?
key on
Hey, you know
first.
what's funny? We were like in the sidelines of Pan Am's, and some dude walks like right in front of us, and guess who it is?
Ooh,
the guy from Flow Grappling.
it's the asshole.
Yeah.
It's the asshole.
And right
But
away,
he said-
Josh looks at him and he's like,
But
oh,
he said,
for sure.
excuse me.
The long hair.
yeah. No.
he's bald.
Why'd you throw him
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Long hair
He
goat,
walked
he's
past me.
cool.
He
He's
walked
cool.
past me.
I thought Josh
didn't
had
know.
like nobody from them.
No, it's just one main dude that he thinks he owns the world.
So I've been watching
Try Freddy too.
Gustavo Batista.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, right?
Who's that?
He's
Was
a
he
heavyweight.
middleweight or no?
He's a heavyweight from Atos. He won his division and he came in second against not Victor Hugo, Felipe Andrew. I think he lost to Felipe in the
absolute.
open class.
Oh, that's awesome.
But the guy just they call him the tractor because he's just dude. The
Mowing
guy,
people down.
He just dude. Watch this guy's passing, bro. He's like a little short dude like me. He's just super compact, and what did we lose?
Oh, we
how much time did we
fucked
lose?
Oh,
minutes.
dude, we lost so much good combo, dude. We lost such good conversation,
Roman,
son.
what the fuck?
Daniel Kelly, we shouting you out. We fuck with you.
Nah, it's okay.
Hold on,
One-
I hope we didn't lose that.
Nah, it's all good. I'll
We
keep
lost
it.
like 3 minutes.
I'll keep it on. No
Nah, not even. It was 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Baba, it
I'm
was
here-
32. We lost this shit at 29. 3 minutes, sir.
No, it goes off at 29:59.
Oh, okay.
But like I'm here, like sitting. I'm like, we've been here for a while.
No, dude, you guys saw that clip from the AOJ guy that we sent in the chat?
Yeah.
Bro, that passing was fucking black belt.
The one
Bro-
who got his black belt or the one with the brown belt?
No, the one who's already a black belt.
The black dude, the
No,
black dude.
the brown belt. I got to ref him at the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam, and he man, that kid's on. He just got promoted to black. I forgot his name right now, but he
It's like
Are we
Mateus
recording
something.
again?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, all those black belts from AOJ and even brown
Yeah,
I
belts.
want to
not
at
coffee.
least fucking say that because there's gonna be a part that got cut off.
Oh
What you
shit!
have to
Yeah,
say?
sorry guys. So we lost the last. No, but I'm gonna keep the audio. We lost the last 3 minutes, but
Oh.
we got the video back.
So
It's just gonna
have
be
I just put the
Tapcast.
Tapcast for like 2
Yeah,
minutes.
throw up the logo.
Okay, cool.
No, but
What's going
you were
on?
saying like, oh, he's trying, you're being funny, but like, I think it's really good to like find guys that you want to like, look at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, you're fucking up my.
I mean,
my thing,
Josh
bro.
already
I
are
can't
black
hear
belts,
out
and
of
I
this
still
shit.
think it's healthy to do that. But like me personally, I'm still a purple belt, so like I feel like it's good to like find guys that are successful at a high level near my weight. And bro, for me, Victor Hugo, bro, Felipe Andrew has a lot of things that I like in his game. Mateus Deniz pressure passing, like I really like to like watch those guys because I mean, as much as I love Josh and Rennie and they're my instructors, like we're fucking two body types, you know. What I'm
No,
saying?
you need to.
No, but it's good to study. Like
I love studying, bro.
definitely.
Studying is amazing. bro, for me.
coming up, man, I was a big fan of Marcelo. I mean, I'm still a fan of Marcelo, but guys that you find and you want to like emulate their game. I mean, in the last Pans, man, I was watching, and then the guy that caught my attention was Gilson from Checkmate, Gilson Nunez. I had seen him in adults. He got in silver, and now Master One, he won the whole bracket. So it's like, I wanted to study, and then that's how we get
Dude,
better.
it's awesome,
like-
bro. I
Yo,
love
you guys
doing
fight
that.
masters?
They should.
Master
They should be
one.
doing adults, but fuck it, whatever. We're not talking about that.
Emulating your
Did
game
you
after
see
somebody. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying emulating your game after someone helps you understand the nuances in their game, and it elevates your game because you have a different level of understanding.
For me, it's the body types too, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing that I've been like paying attention to more. Is like, I'm a bigger lanky dude. I've lost some weight, but I'm still lanky and big. So like, as much as I love their
You're big
style,
here in Miami.
yeah. Well, as much as I
Cool,
love your
cool.
guys' style, like, there's a lot of things you guys do I can't do or I won't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I could try to mimic it, but it's not gonna be as efficient as you guys. So like, I have to like kind of pinpoint other guys and be like, all right, this dude has my body type and he's winning. So what is he doing? You know what I'm saying? And like, dude, I spend hours watching people, bro. I'm not kidding. I spend hours watching tape, bro. Just because, like, man, these guys are like, since brown belt, I'm talking about, I don't watch the black belt only. I watch them as purple, brown, everything, dude. You know what I mean? And you have to do that nowadays, bro. Like, there's so much content out there now. It's crazy, dude.
Especially if you have a somebody's flow account.
Straight up, dude.
Like, what's
That
that
shit-
password?
as long as you don't pay
I
it.
got you, bro.
As long as you don't pay it, right, and you just support it, you know. You
No,
go
I'm not
watch
paying
the match.
for shit.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you don't pay, you just got someone
Yeah,
else to
I'm
pay.
just
and-
watching. Yeah, do not pay for a Flow account, guys. Make sure that you
$30
get
a
your
month.
Make sure you know somebody who's paying.
No,
30
no,
bucks.
no,
You
no,
can't
no,
find
no.
shit.
Wait, whoa,
You can never
it's-
find a match.
That's an
It's
eighth, sir.
$30.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's like 20
Terrible.
bucks.
No, but they fixed it. They made it a little better.
You
than
know what I
that.
used to hate when I used to pay when I don't anymore when I used to pay for Flow?
What?
When like I try to tune into a tournament and there was like the server was down.
I'd be
and
so
the connection-
pissed,
Nah,
bro.
it's good.
He's like,
now,
what am I
bro.
paying for?
Flow.
I've had that.
I'm not gonna lie though. Flow has gotten their websites become very very well organized. It's easy to find matches now, and you could find athletes as well, like individual athletes. And also the phone app has gotten way better because you can
Listen.
like cast now.
Listen,
I'm gonna go
Hey,
look at Josh
Flo,
Garcia.
let me
If
tell
you want to
you.
give us a membership,
Nah, listen.
Tapcast
no.
username.
So it's great to pirate.
After all the shit Josh been talking.
Look,
Yeah,
you can
that's
fix
not gonna
it.
happen.
You can fix his reputation.
Listen,
Give us
Flow
a free
grappling is
account.
young compared to Flow wrestling. I remember back in the
Flow
day.
wrestling, bro.
I remember back in the
I
day
mean, that's where full
going
grappling came out.
going on Flow Wrestling. It wasn't even red. It was like back when it was green, and it looked like the homepage of YouTube back in the day, just green.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, Flow Wrestling was the shit, though, bro.
Yes, but back in the day, it was even better because now you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Back then, the only thing you had to pay for was the technique section.
Yeah. Back then, you could watch matches like
You
you
could
could watch
watch
the
all the
Fargo
matches.
matches and shit.
So
That
you
was
could-
dope,
you
bro.
could, like-
Flow, you gotta pay for the fucking articles.
Dude, you gotta
know
pay.
what I mean?
You gotta pay to enter the website, sir. You know what I'm saying? You cannot enter until you pay $19.99.
The
Hey, but
paywall, the paywall pops up before you finish typing it in.
Yeah.
Hey, but they're straight up. It's like a monopoly on their thing because
Yeah.
they're the only company, and if they're streaming a tournament, no one else. You can't even have your fucking phone out showing a match. Like,
Yeah, sometimes they send exclusive rights with the tournament, so
But
they're
one-
the only ones.
One thing that I've kind of like gotten.
We could fix that.
One thing I've kind of gotten like a little bit in my head a little bit. I mean, I don't know how far my jiu-jitsu is ever gonna go. I can't. You know, I'm gonna try to push
To
it.
the fucking moon.
all the way to
bro.
black
I'm gonna try
and
to push it as
past
far as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jupiter.
I'm trying to stay healthy too and all that little stuff, and I'm trying to get healthier than I am right now. As much as the weight has
Fuck
lost, I
being
want to
healthy.
be healthy. You know, but
Bro, who's gonna
I
teach
saw-
Jax Khalil and fucking Logan?
I
when
saw-
we get
I
all
saw- you
old and
feel me?
shit, bro? Come
I
on,
saw
bro.
something where it was like, I don't ever want to idolize these guys though. You know what I'm saying? I want to find technique from the guys that are my weight. But like, dude, I'm 23, and between 23 and 30, sir, I could fight a lot of those guys still. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
never want to look at these guys and be like, man, they're fucking gods, bro. You know
They're
what I'm
not.
saying? I want to look at these guys and be like, I'm studying you so much, bro, and I'm taking a lot of shit from each one of you that when the time comes, you know, hopefully if
Yeah.
everything works out, bro, I'll fuck you
All
up too,
but bro,
son.
you're,
All I heard
you're
is-
studying jujitsu is what you're studying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Right.
but there's a lot of people that confuse like finding athletes that you look up at their technique and stuff like that as like idolizing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really important as a competitor that you never look at another man and say, "Yo, this guy's a fucking." You know, he's so good, like to the point where like you're thinking like he's above you. You know what I'm saying? I think as a competitor, that's my competition
I got you
mindset.
because you might face them.
Because you might fight them, and what's gonna happen? You're gonna fight somebody and be like, "Nah, this guy's better than me. Fuck it." You know? Nah, dude, you gotta fight that man and be like, "Look, I study your ass, motherfucker. I'm gonna try to fight you and fuck you up, bro." You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in your jujitsu.
I'm
to a
gonna
certain
tell you
extent.
something, man. You know, and like Musameshi was like a good example. You know, I don't think it's like an idol, right? Like you don't. He studied a lot of like the Miao brothers, right? And then, you know, Kevin and Brian Maecha would tell us like, you know, as he was going up to the ranks, he's like, man, you know, like if someone's gonna beat the Miaos, Musameshi can do it. And like he studied him, they studied him so much that he knew the game.
Mhm.
That when he faced him, you know, like, yeah, he had respect for him, but he already knew the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He knew
saying.
what they were gonna do.
You
right?
gotta be like,
Bro, you ever roll with
But-
Mikey?
Yeah, actually, yeah. He's
Bro,
And the
Mikey
matches.
puts himself in the weirdest fucking positions. Like
he competed at heavyweight, sir.
I know.
yeah, I saw that. That was.
Bro,
Oh yeah, I
I've rolled
saw
with
that
him
guy that
before.
he facing, and I'm like,
Hey, he's
not
really.
the same weight.
I rolled with him when he was like 140 something, and you know, he's really strong for his size,
I
and then
know.
and his body type is really like his legs go really deep. Like he's got a jujitsu body.
He looks
Yeah.
he looks like he has a stiff strength.
Yeah. And if you talk to him, you think he's just like some nerd. Like he's like, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, whoop your
Hey,
ass.
he's a jujitsu computer too.
only nerds say that.
Shout out Musameshi.
yeah, bro, this is a fucking monster. Fucking
When you when you come back down to Miami, come visit us at Tech 2.0 now.
I love Mikey, man.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Mikey's, you know, he's got an amazing mindset for competition. You know, he's one of those guys where like he could, if he wanted to, he could probably just like continue to. He could stay at was it Rooster, and just win.
Yeah, but I like the
Lose to it.
concept he's doing. He's like, I'm trying to show that
Yeah,
small people
he's
can
like-
win heavyweight too, motherfucker.
Yeah, he
Not
jumped up to
yeah.
fucking heavyweight.
I like
And,
his.
I mean, he had a tough draw. He got Orlando Montero his first round, who's a tough heavyweight.
Tough, yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of the top heavyweights.
That was
in
a
the-
And I think he almost took his back too. Like I think.
yeah,
he
dude. And the beginning of the match, he almost had his back, and they rolled out of bounds.
Shout
Had he
out Mikey,
taken his
bro.
back, that
Yeah,
you
it was
know,
over.
it might have been a different story. You know.
Yeah, he just has to find a way to get into those positions against those bigger guys.
Because we seen Mikey go against,
Muhammad Ali,
who's arguably stronger than
That's a monster.
Montero.
bro. That's a fucking tight.
So I think maybe
This
he
is
just,
wild.
he went for the back and, probably expended a lot of energy, and then against somebody who's double your size,
Yeah.
it's
a lot more. It's a lot harder to control.
Mikey, just go up to featherweight, man. You don't have to go all the way up to heavy.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Yeah, I'd like
shout,
to see him maybe do like lightweight, middleweight.
shout out Mikey though. You're a fucking savage, motherfucker.
No, I remember watching videos of him rolling, and from like you could just tell he's in a completely different zone because he's there choking someone. And as soon as the person taps, the ref calls it. You see, he kind of just
But
like
those adults, man, are on another level. Like Kennedy,
You could do it.
guys like Kennedy, guys like
I believe in my instructors, cause
Gabriel.
I know they fuck up the adult division.
Wow. Those
think-
guys move. Those black belt adults move.
hey,
like
I think when you
fucking-
care less, you might be surprised what you could do. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
Cyborg.
I'm
still?
sure, man, but
Hey, I feel you.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, well, listen, when I'm 34, 35, 30, I'm hitting masters right away, sir.
I'm just-
done with adults.
No, I'm just telling you.
Nah, man. Hey, you know
I
what?
have yet
We
to do
signed up. We
masters.
assigned last time we did adults with was a brown belt.
Yeah.
When we did Miami Open.
No, but you guys
And we
compete
had-
in the no-gi scene, and you guys compete against adult competitors too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying? It doesn't
wherever
matter. You know
wherever
what I'm
they
saying?
set you
yeah,
up in-
yeah.
in-
Who cares?
There's a difference between competing against one adult and like 5 adults.
Yeah,
You know,
Like,
bragger.
I might be able
I
to hang with
understand that.
one guy
I
in a
get it.
super fight, but if I gotta fight,
move.
if I gotta fight like 5 20-year-olds,
Yeah, I feel
you know
you.
what I mean? Like
I
that's
feel you.
different, man. They got energy for days and they move.
Bro, you
different.
fight like 5 20-year-olds every day.
I know.
Yeah, but they're not black belts.
Yeah. All right, one
Don't
day.
disrespect
One day,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm about to say.
Ow.
One day, I'll
Kind
catch
of hurt
you
a
up.
little bit. I'm just saying, man. That's the truth.
Hey man, Matias tried to kill you today, bro.
I
saw
know he
that.
did. That's right. I remember.
I tried.
I got a little computer.
He's like, oh, which arm's messed up? Okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going
let
for
me.
that.
Matias trapped that one.
Yeah.
He-
Vic
Let me
got
tell you
a,
something.
Come here.
Let me tell you something right now. Was it Wednesday? I've been rolling the whole week with this fucked up ass arm.
I know.
And the only person that has actually tried to fuck me up has been Matias. And I thank him for that. I thank you, bro. I love you for that. Wouldn't happen any other way.
Bro, I can't do it.
What an asshole, man.
That's why. You see? Fuck you.
yeah. I feel bad now.
Everybody-
You want
Hey,
everybody
go
who's
kick the
you
arm.
step on this mat, you want the smoke.
Everybody who's rolled with me like this week, go fuck yourself.
That hurts.
Now let's go right now. Then fuck it. No, just
I saw the motherfucker.
Hey, I don't know. I saw Drew. I saw Drew. He wasn't going too light. At least it didn't look
well,
too
it
Yeah,
was
Drew
left
don't
to
like-
Josh.
Yeah, but everybody's like acting like they're putting pressure and then they don't pass to like this side because they don't.
Oh no, I was
they don't-
passing to that side.
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
you want like they don't like touch the arm or anything.
Yeah, because
I trapped
I'll
that.
give
bitch.
Well, it's
you
'cause you
pressure
told
on the
him you
left
are-
side if you want.
You got a boo-boo
I'll
on
give
your
you
arm.
pressure on the left
I
side.
just
if you
kept knee
want.
cutting to that side.
Yeah, Drew Loki was trying to go off on everybody today. He was like, "Fuck everybody," and,
Yeah,
and he was talking
that's
shit too.
every day.
Oh yeah,
though.
always.
He
Drew
ain't-
was talking shit.
He was talking shit to me too.
I'm always talking shit.
He's here ready. to
I'm
hand
on
out the
top, and he's
smoke.
like, "You got no fucking pressure, dog."
He's
What?
He's like,
Meanwhile, I'm like,
You want pressure, cuz?
he's like, you gonna make me mad.
what
Yeah.
you gonna do besides piss me off?
Josh used to do that shit to me too. He was like, "You're a bitch if you don't pass my." Damn, son, I'm just trying to change.
I don't say that anymore though.
Not no more.
I don't say
Bro, I
He
try
said
to,
that shit to me at Tech 1.0, dude. I was like, "All right, bitch, I got you. I'm start going hard too."
I tried to talk shit to DLP today, bro.
No,
That
that's not-
motherfucker. No,
That's not a good idea.
I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, I try to be nice
Bro,
as fuck.
he
when I
put
roll with him.
all his weight on my face.
He doesn't need any incentive to be more aggressive. Why would you do that?
Bro, because, you know, my mouth don't stop, bro.
No, I
It's-
remember the last time I rolled was DOP, and it was in gi. He grabbed my sleeve. I'm like, it's your arm now. It's whatever you want. This is yours. Like I'm here, like
Yeah, I shook his hand
Oh,
today.
this
I'm like,
don't
"You
work."
can tap. I could tap if you want. I don't have to keep rolling.
Nah, bro, I tried to wrist lock him today, though, bro.
Oh,
That's
okay.
even
Try
worse,
to wrist
man.
lock the shit out
That's
of
worse
him,
than
man.
talking shit to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And to me, that's a worse insult.
bro, wrist locks and heel hooks. all
Try to
day,
wrist
bro.
look me, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna get you in close guard.
I actually got wrist lock at a tournament one time by like a third or fourth degree black belt.
Oh, they got the wrist. They got the
He
wrist.
passed my guard, and then I was like framing on him, and then he did that old school one where they grabbed
Yeah.
that like that, dude. And I was like screaming, tap, 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 bro. He didn't let it go, and my shit just pop, 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 pop.
Hey, what was it? He
And then
didn't, he didn't let it go.
And then he gets up, and I'm like, fuck, and then he's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand English. Son of a bitch doesn't know what tap is, bro.
Who was this?
Some Brazilian dude.
Fuck him,
Or
bro.
remain
What is that?
nameless. But the guy is like, he's yelling, and the guy doesn't speak English.
I'm
huh?
like, tap, tap, tap. Bro,
What's tap in Portuguese, motherfucker?
no,
Bateo,
Hey,
Bateo.
tape.
It's Bateo.
Oh,
Bateo.
Bateo.
fucked
You
up
know
my
damn
shit.
well if I say tap to a
Tap,
Brazilian,
tap.
he knows what I mean, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're yelling, it's a
If I
fucking let's
scream,
stop.
yeah.
But Drew, I don't know if you ever remember the story. I said the first time I ever tried jiu-jitsu, it was with Ray, and he's like, "Oh, let me try this show."
Ceviche?
Yeah, and he started choking me, and like I panicked, and he let me go. He's like, "Why didn't you tap?" I'm like, "I have to tell you that I'm allowing you to choke me. I have to tell you it's working. Of
While
course
I'm
it's
dying
working."
over here.
Like, no one told me this. I'm letting you choke me. Of course it works.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's the swole. That,
Hey,
that
now you know-
motherfucker swole.
That motherfucker.
Hey, now you know, Drew. You gotta tell guys to tap because you get guys like.
Dumbass over here.
He's like, oh wait, I gotta tap. I gotta say stop.
Bro, when you guys
Bro,
get-
you don't know this already? Especially in the kids' class, because them little motherfuckers be like this, like with one finger. And I'm like, you gotta tap.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
some
they're
kids
like-
don't
They
tap
the
either.
ground. They just go
Yeah,
like this.
Well, they're super flexible too.
Yeah, no.
No, hey, for real, bro. I don't. If you guys get time, you should rewatch the Ceviche interview, bro. I heard that shit yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit's hilarious, bro.
We need to
Yeah.
have ceviche.
I want him
soon.
back so bad, dude. You
I want to build my
understand.
aluminum hat.
Nah, dude,
Let's do
he's a no,
Hey,
but
but hey, his code, that shit was
the,
That was
the
badass.
perfect samurai shit.
Yes.
We made him repeat it.
That was
a
dope.
100 times.
That was dope. I like that.
Speaking of ceviche and like the episode, we did some like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Are you into any conspiracy theories right now, Drew? What do you want?
Okay,
I don't know.
I know-
Mention one.
Do you
'cause
think
I'm
COVID is
all
real?
All over the place.
You see, I knew he was gonna have some.
Do you
shit.
think COVID is real?
COVID is real.
But to the extreme that people are saying.
Okay, COVID's real, but we shouldn't be reacting to it the way that we are.
So please tell me
we
more.
should have reacted? We should have reacted differently at the onset of it, and then, we would be in a much better position now.
But bro, it's science, right? The way viruses work is if it's a high rate of contraction, it's a low mortality, and vice
Yeah.
versa, which is why the swine flu didn't fuck us
Right.
up.
Because the virus, if the virus has a high mortality rate,
Then it's
not
a low
good. It's not good for the virus because the virus wants to continue to propagate. The virus doesn't want to kill the host,
yeah.
so it isn't good for. So the virus usually evolves to become less deadly,
Oh shit! I
which
didn't
is
even-
why
damn.
which is why COVID. Supposedly, they're saying that like the strains now of COVID have become less deadly
So it can
because
spread more?
think about it. The virus wants to propagate. The virus doesn't want to infect the host and die. It wants to continue to spread from host to host.
Yeah.
So if it kills
Oh,
the host, it can't continue to spread. That's
Yeah.
just like a cold. A cold is not going to kill you. A cold is just going to it goes from one person to
Well,
another.
I mean, if you go a year into the past, for example, and you look up COVID, it's like, oh yeah, COVID is pretty much equivalent to a cold. People think COVID just appeared now. COVID has been around.
If I go a year
Can
into
you
the past, I'm buying Tesla stocks.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
I'm fucking cashing out. son.
That
No,
ain't-
bro, I would go to
It's like,
2000.
fuck
Like,
COVID, Tesla.
Yeah, but
I would buy
COVID
Bitcoin like when it was like.
Nah,
fucking
dude, I'd buy
couple
toilet
cents.
paper and hand sanitizer
Yeah.
in 2019 and then
That's the
sell it
move.
2020.
Hell yeah.
No, I
You
think
just gotta
that.
sell it in March, and that's it. You'll be
I
right.
just think that like that whole concept of staying indoors and like not doing anything doesn't really make much sense because you're supposed to be exposed to viruses and bacteria every
And
day.
the amount of fucking hand sanitizer
That's
we're
terrible.
using,
And
it's-
staying
it's-
indoors,
yeah.
like you're
Staying
touching your own
indoors.
shit and you're like,
And
I
then
don't
from
know.
a social perspective, all this social distancing, it's fucking our minds up. And
I
human
agree.
beings now, we already, before
Social
COVID, we already like, since we don't have a lot of like the environment trying to kill us, you know what I mean? We, fuck, hold on.
we're disconnected.
that's
Yeah,
right.
we're disconnected, but our biology doesn't evolve as fast as our technology, right? So because we don't have the environment trying to kill us all the time, we start creating problems in our head, which is why mental health is such a big fucking thing. Because we don't have lions, tigers, and bears trying to kill us all the fucking time. So now we got depression, anxiety, and fucking whatever the hell else.
Yeah. Well, what I just don't like make sense of, and maybe this is all bro science, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Most
but like
likely.
the whole mask, most likely the whole mask situation.
The what?
I saw mask, like wearing mask
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
Like I saw a video the other day of some guy like taking a hit from a vape, putting his mask on and blowing it out, and like the smoke just went right through the mask. And I would imagine that like particles from the virus or whatever are way smaller and way more microscopic than the particles from the smoke.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that
You said
either.
it might be
know.
bro science.
Well, not even
it's
going.
possible. It's possible the smoke particles or vaporized
But even-
particles.
Not even going forward, but coming out through the
Yeah,
sides.
coming out through the
coming through the top, the
sides.
bottom. Is like unless you have a mask that's like this, like it's just gonna go through any open area that you see.
Also, you have to take into account that there's probably some kind of science behind the idea that vapor smoke is more dense than oxygen, and so it'll be forced out of the sides of the mask, as opposed to like oxygen that's coming out of your
Okay, but
body.
forget-
and
was
just,
the mask
I'm just
gonna
saying.
capture
No,
relax,
no,
man.
no,
No.
no.
A lot of
Forget the
doctors
smoke.
came out and said the masks don't even fucking work.
Forget the smoke. Like
Yeah, I agree that the mask is fucking.
I know. I get in my car. I take my mask off and I put it on my
Oh wait, you
passenger
don't drive.
seat.
You don't drive with your mask.
No, I don't.
What?
I put it on. Yeah.
How dare you?
I throw it on my
You're
passenger
spreading
seat.
it.
And then when I go somewhere else new, I pick it up from my passenger seat and I
You're
put it on. People
People like you,
Dude,
bro.
you're supposed to like fucking put it in
No,
like a Ziploc bag or like hide it away.
What
or
about
something.
the
well,
children?
The disposable
I know.
ones, you're supposed to
You're gonna
throw
kill
those
Actually,
away
you're
grandma,
supposed to
you
throw it away
asshole.
every
and get a
time.
brand new one every single time.
I use the
No,
same
what I
disposable
find the
for
funniest
every-
is when people have that mask on and they have to sneeze. They lower the mask, they sneeze,
Oh,
and
I've
they put
never
it back
seen
on.
that shit.
It's like, yo, what are you doing?
I'll
Mind
lose
you,
my
at the
shit
s-
if I see that.
At my job, I see it all the time. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, well, what's the whole point? The whole point is for you not.
I just
to
feel
take
like
it
the
off.
mask would be a lot more effective under controlled scenarios, and we just can't control for what everybody does.
Yeah, like for example, I went to the beach over the weekend.
What beach?
Like South Point. I
I
went
was-
to
So
South
what were you
good,
wearing?
Did you wear your mask in the water, bro?
Dude, I was walking
it
into the
hot?
beach.
No,
so
no. Did you wear your mask in the water?
No, but they
I'm
make you
about
walk
to tell you
into
this fucking
it.
story.
Who
did
just
you go
wanna
with?
know that part,
I
though.
didn't fucking wear my
You
mask.
fucking
anymore.
kill grandma
there a lot
too,
of
you
traffic?
asshole.
So I took my son. I took him out there to South
Did you bring
Point.
drinks?
You got a cool
And
kid, bro.
as you guys know, if you walk around Dade County and pretty much any other county in Miami, all of the public parks, they're open, but the kids' playgrounds are wrapped in yellow
Closed.
tape
Well, it's like a crime scene.
Because they're dangerous.
because kids can't play on the playgrounds, but they could play basketball. They could do whatever the fuck they want, but kids playing in the playground spreads COVID, right? So I took my son to South Point, and they did like a new park there, and it's for kids, and it's open, dude. The only thing is it's like $20 parking, but it's worth it because it's like a awesome kids park, and they have like a little spray thing or whatever. So I went to the beach, and I was walking into the beach, right? Like they didn't make me wear my mask or anything in the park, but as I'm walking into the beach, some lady's like,
Put your fucking
"Where's
mask.
your mask?"
So funny.
And I'm like, "Fuck." Look, I'm like, dude.
You
my
should tell her to
my
call
mask
the
is-
cops.
You should have just did this. Let's go, bitch.
He should be like,
You know what I
I
mean?
have the gi in the car. You want to put it on?
Actually,
Have
right now,
several
all you have to
sizes.
say, unless you're going into a store, right? Because if you're going into someone's business and they're asking you to wear a mask, it's different. But outside,
Hey, you can say whatever. the fuck
hey,
you
call
want.
the cops.
I got asthma.
I have a breathing
I
condition.
did that the other day at Tropical Park. They almost did call the cops.
They can't
I didn't tell
find
you about
you.
that.
No.
Let's
Dude,
hear
I
it.
went
Let's hear
to
it.
Tropical Park, and dude, I'm on a rampage with these kids' playgrounds shit. Cause this pisses me off. Because I want to take my son to a playground, bro. Like, so I go to Tropical Park.
bullshit.
Look,
That
the
shit.
playground in my neighborhood
Dude, the
isn't
park is
taped up.
open. All of Tropical Park's open. The basketball courts, everything's fucking open in Tropical Park. The kids' playground has yellow tape around it. So I parked. I got my son off the fucking playground, and I walked up to the tape and I fucking ripped it. And I'm like, go play.
Hell yeah.
I'm like,
I
go
like
play.
that.
I told him to start playing. Some lady walks up to me. She's like, from like half a mile away. Hey, you can't be doing that. You can't be there. You can't be there. But I told her, call the cops. Call the cops. So like, dude, like 15 minutes later, she starts like, I see her again. You can't be there. You can't. Call the cops. When the cops come tell me to leave, I'll leave. So I just fucking stayed there. Like,
Yo,
Did
I
he
fuck
have
with
a fun
that so
time?
hard. My boy
Hey,
said,
man.
my son going to a damn park.
no,
Did he have a
listen.
fun
If
time?
the cops
You're
come
an
and
inspiration.
if the cops come and
Straight
tell me
up.
to leave, I'll leave.
I'm sure your son had a great
I
time.
respect the law. I respect the
Yeah,
police. I won't
there's
get
a lady that got
in trouble.
arrested for
I just
that
like to
shit,
break it.
for not
Fuck it.
leaving. But I thought it was because of the mask too. Straight up, a cop will show up and just fucking tell you, hey man.
I'll leave.
yeah.
That's fine.
Hey,
I won't get no trouble.
speaking of that, right? Since we're gym owners here, that dude that's
Sorry.
in New
I don't own a
Jersey.
gym.
Uh-huh.
That dude that's in New Jersey that they keep fucking fining him. And, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the
giant
big
beard.
dude, the big dude with the tats with the long beard.
Yeah.
Did you see the new video about how much money he owes?
How much?
Like 250K.
Yeah, all in like in
Yo,
government.
just go
and
make
fees.
a GoFundMe and you're good.
Now, listen, the thing is that, man, like, first of all, we're lucky that Florida is a state that's a little bit more open-minded, right? I'll say
Way
that.
more open
We're
minded.
lucky,
Yeah.
man. We're lucky because there's in California, if you own a gym, I don't know how you
Damn
still
right,
open.
bro.
New York is bad,
Dude,
too.
hey,
And New
Pizza
York,
Jits,
I don't know
Ryan
how you're
Quinn up in ITC, they have to train outside.
Yeah,
like,
dude, in the park.
they take
Oh, the
every
dudes are-
day.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen all the
Hey,
videos
four
of fourth
stringers,
stringers training outside?
Dude,
so
that's
funny.
them
So
every
funny.
day because that's the only way they manage to keep their jiu-jitsu program, which shout out to them to fucking just
Yeah, I bought a
hey,
rash guard.
you could train as long as you're outside.
Send us rash guards.
Right? So they have a perfect facility indoors that they can't use, right? So like, these guys that kept getting fined, it's like, they basically just came out saying like, fuck it, we're not gonna enforce a mask, and then they got the warnings, and then they got the fines, and then they continue to like rack up fines. I mean, I think you have to kind of play the game too. If they tell you like, Flex Appeal, the gym that we were working out at, hey, you gotta wear a mask. All right, fucking, you wear a mask. Like if that's what they want in order to do it, yeah. If your mask falls a little bit, then it falls a little bit.
Look,
Yeah.
guys.
Whoa.
Roman,
This dude said, "Fuck this podcast." So listen, bro. Forget COVID.
it's a pandemic
We're
for
gonna
the
keep.
elections.
We're gonna keep doing jujitsu.
It's gonna disappear by 2021. Watch.
We're gonna keep doing jujitsu. All right. We're gonna keep training hard. If you're in New
York,
York,
we're gonna keep
fuck-
jiu-jitsu great.
we fuck with you guys. All right. We're gonna make sure
jiu-jitsu great again,
that we
man.
support you guys as much as we can.
It applies now.
Guys,
more
it's
than
gonna
ever.
be an end to this episode. Drew, you're the fucking man. We're running super short on time. All right.
Before we go, I want to get a.
That shit felt short as fuck.
Manja.
Nah, we got an hour. But I want to give a shout out to Tripping
Yo,
Animals.
Rogan does fucking
No,
3
We gotta
hours.
keep
we
it
got
to an
we
hour,
got a
man.
good
I
amount
know.
of their beers here. Right, we got our Puff Puff Fish from the Venom series. Drew, what you got there?
Bro, the same shit. This is Golden Poison.
I had the armed
Dart
spider.
frog. Let's
This
take
was
I'm
very
here, we
good.
got
Yeah,
three
also
of the
the
different
other
ones.
Spider.
This is
I
Tripping
know
Animals?
That's Tripping Animals. It's part
Yo,
of their Venom
shout out. Hey,
series.
are we gonna do it though?
Thumbnail
Shout-
play
I
right
ain't
away.
shouting
Right.
shit out because we paid for all of these.
Tripping Animals,
They still
please
sponsor?
send us
Uh,
beer.
These bitches expensive.
They don't know that we're buying their
Shout
beer.
out Technical.
We buy your beer.
Thanks, man.
Hey, if you guys want to send us something, we're a little bit more popular back when we had 10 followers, and shouted you guys out. But
Hey,
those are
shout out
some
to
of them.
Inverted Gear. You guys don't know, but we're getting some new geese in soon.
We'll cut it, bro.
No, I got some like samples too.
I think I know which one it is, and I'm excited.
Which one?
Well, we did our black and orange is coming out now.
I got that already.
All orange.
Finally.
No, black and orange. We did like a slow release, and then I did a white on white.
That's badass.
Coming
That's what I was
out.
thinking
I was
about.
just thinking about right now.
And then I got then we got a little standard issue.
I'm
geek
gonna have
coming
to
out,
get
so-
one of them white on white ones.
Yeah, it's coming out. But
Bring
shout
it.
out to Inverted. Those guys are
Get one.
hooking us up and working with us.
The white gi with that black belt.
It's gonna look clean.
Look like AOJ, sir.
I when I got my black belt, I got a lot of
Or
white
technical.
tees.
Yeah, that shit looks dope.
All right, guys. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. We'll be back. Hey. Rock and roll, baby.